Welcome back, students. Today we are carrying forward the previous topic, that is algorithm. So this is what your bridge course, the course that contains the content of the material that previously you are known about. That means you are familiar with that content. Clear? If you have forgotten that content, no problem. So watch it carefully and let us move forward. So algorithm means the set of steps which you will be writing to represent the solution of any problem, an organized manner. So here today we are going to add in your algorithm decision making statements. So how you can add decision making statements? So sometimes you have to decide depending upon a certain condition. For example, you might have decided whether to go with your informatics practices or you have to select computer science, clear, in class 11. So whether to select your commerce stream or whether to select your science stream, or you will go with your humanities. So here humanities, your science and your commerce, you can say, are the three set of statements. Clear? Now depending upon your interest, you will be selecting any one only. So you cannot select more than one actually. So same way in programming also, in your problem, sometimes you have to decide and you have to pick one set of statements from a given set of statements. So selection of statement depending upon a condition. So that will form your decision making statement. So by default you will have two branches, that means two set of statements, and depending upon the condition actually you will be selecting any one branch. So if we see diagrammatically, so you might have aware about this decision making symbol. If not, we will be discussing today and in the next video in the flow chart actually. So condition expression will be a condition, and if the condition is true, the yes part will be executed, or you can say will be take care of, and if it is false, the no part will be selected. So you can go only in one direction after the given two directions you can see. So let us move forward and understand this decision making statement. So in the previous video we have taken some simple examples, and let us refresh and take that same example here. So Raman scored 20, 21 and 22 in three subjects, maths and English and your computer. Clear? Find the average marks. So I think the algorithm of this problem, I think you are clear about. So starting with the process and storing the values given to you, M1, M2 and in M3 22, and then finding the average by adding the three values and dividing by 3. So I think these steps are clear to you. Now what about the case if we have to make decisions? Clear? So here M1, M2, M3 are the variables, AVG is also a variable. So those who are new to this video, that means you can view the previous video. Clear? Next, moving on to the main part, that is decision making statement. So how we can include? So in this problem, let us add one more part, that is, so if you have to find the average, if it is above 20 or not. So the basic steps already you have written, that is you know, are same. Finding the average, till these steps are similar. Now here after step number 5, you have to decide whether the average is above 20 or not. So it's simple English statements, you can add a statement. Clear? So how to include a statement in between 5 and 6? Clear? So M1, M2, M3 are the variables, average is the variable. So how we can include a decision making statement at this here, at this place? Clear? You have to decide. Clear? So let us take that one. So conditional operator. So before writing the statements, let us aware about the symbols that we will be using in your algorithm for representation of your relational expressions or your conditional expressions. Clear? So for more than symbol, this greater than symbol which you are aware about in your mathematics too also we will be using. So for less than and for less than equal to, the combination of this two symbol less than equal to will be used, and for more than equal to this operator, and for not equal to exclamatory symbol and suffix is your assignment statement. Clear? And for comparing for equality, we will be using this double equal to operator. Clear? So in number of programming languages we use all these operators, so I am including all these operators in your algorithm also to make the things more easier, so that you quickly connect with your program if the time will come when you will be writing the programs. So decision making, condition based problems. So quickly review that. So from the given set of statements, so two set of statements you will be having, and depending upon the condition, one of the set of statement will be executed or will be selected. Clear? So these two set of statements will represent two branches, you can see. So only one set of statements or the one branch will be selected depending upon the result of the condition. So if the condition result is true, that is yes part of the yes branch will be executed, selected, and if it is false condition, the other branch, that is no part, will be selected. So diagrammatically we can see that. So this arrow represents the coming input data, and depending upon this expression we have to decide whether to go with yes or whether to go with no. Clear? So let us add statements. So in the previous problem, clear, the problem was this: if we have to find the average above 20 or not. So up to the 5 steps the algorithm is the same. Clear? Beginning, storing the values, finding the average. Now after that, the statement, you have to decide, so if the average is more than 20 or not, like that. So if is a common, simply you can say English word that represents some kind of testing. So if this AVG more than 20, so if the value of AVG is more than 20, if it is true, this then means then you will go with your yes part. In yes part, that means the set of statements, right now we are having only a single statement, print above. That means the average is above. The message is up to you what kind of message you want to display. So the other branch, the otherwise, that means the else part, the other branch for the no. If the condition is false, this part, that is the else part, will be taken care of. So that means not above statement will be selected. So this is the one and this is the other one. So these two are the set of statements. There are two branches, only one of the branch you have to pick. Clear? So this is how you can include a decision making statement. So this step 6 represents your decision making statement. It has two part, that means else part and the true part. Clear? So then part represents the true and your else part represents the no, that is the condition is false. So the problem is same. So here AVG is more than 20 is the condition. If it is true, so then part print above is selected, otherwise the else part will be selected. So out of these two parts, only one will be selected. So I think the things are clear to you. So let us take some more example. So it's problem 3, no problem. So take name and marks of two friends and display the name of friend who scores more. So here the values are not given to you, so we will be entering from the keyboard if that is a program, but here we will be writing input N1 for the name 1, the friend name, the first friend name, and the marks for the first friend, name of the second friend, and the marks of second friend. So then the condition will be what? If the marks 1 is more than M2. So we have to compare the marks only, not the names. So whose marks is more, that the name will be displayed or name will be selected. So if the marks of first friend, that is M1, is more than M2, if it is true, we will select the name of the first friend. So otherwise we will select the name of the second. So whether you write else, no problem in case your algorithm, it is up to you. Any kind of English word you can use that is suitable, that is meaningful. So this is how we can write a algorithm using a decision making statement. So I think it's easy, it's not difficult. So N1, N2, M1, M2 are the variables for storing values. So this is a conditional expression. Instead of writing if M1 is more than M2, then, so like an English phrase or a sentence, better to write in a mathematical expression. It appears better. So if it is true, N1 will be selected, otherwise your print N2 will be selected. Clear? So let us take another one. So take a number if it is even or odd. So you have to decide. So a number is even if the remainder after division by 2 is 0. So the logic is clear to you. I have taken the same problem which we have discussed in the previous video, that is starting of your designing of your algorithm. So input then, take the number, store the value in num. So after that we will find out the remainder after dividing the number by 2. So this modulus or the percentage symbol here is used in your programming language for your finding the remainder. This is your numerator, this is your denominator. Clear? So right now you will get the remainder. So now storing remainder in R, if the value stored in R is equal to 0. So if this left hand side and right hand side both are matching, that is the condition will be true. So the value of R is equal to 0. Double equal to basically we will be using for comparing two values for equality. So this single equal to is for storing the value, for assignment, for calculation purpose, or storing the value. So here it is comparing, and after the comparing you will get the answer is yes or no, true or false. So this condition, if it is the result is true, so we will display the message it is even. If it is false, that the R is not equal to 0, the else part will be taken care of, that is it will be selected. So print out. Clear? So this is how we can add decision making statement in your algorithms. So I hope we have taken very simple problems, so that the concept of decision making statements is clear to you in your algorithm writing. So in your program writing also will be all similar, you will be writing the statements. So that will be taking care when we will starting the programming. So but these algorithm will form the foundation basis for your problem solving, and you can say program building or statement building. So condition is true, double equal to 0 R, it will be selected, otherwise this will be selected. So the two branches, even and odd, only one will be selected. So I hope the things are clear to you. Clear? So just try some problems by your own. So if any query, you can post on the group. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye. In the next video we will be discussing about the flow chart. So how you can draw the flow chart for these set of problems which we have already discussed in your algorithm. So till then, bye.